And now is the right time for us to talk about the echo and the print. One thing you should take note of is this. The echo and the print are called constructs in PHP. So you might be wondering, is there any difference? In previous tutorials, we have been making use of echo to output stuff. Print can pretty much do the same thing. But then, what is the difference? It's good you take note of this right now, that the print statement can perform more advanced and complex operations. Now let us see this in action. If, for example, I created a variable a and I set it to the value 9. Now I want to check the variable a, has it been set to a value? If it has been set, I want the program to output true. But if it has not been set, let it output false. How do we go about this? We could say the variable a and introduce an operator that I'm yet to discuss with you, but we'll talk about it more in future tutorials, a question mark. So it's like saying, has a been set? So now, once we have done that, we are going to supply two results that should occur if it has been set or if it has not been set. So if, for example, it has been set, I could say echo true. Good. Now what if it has not been set? We are going to separate this with a colon to put the second possible result. So we say echo false. Please do not forget your semicolon. Alright, this might look a little bit confusing, but I guess you get the concept of the whole thing. So let me save this and run the code. Localhost /echo versus the print.php. Run this and you see we get a parse error. Now if I decide to do this with the print construct, print, I save this, I run the code, you notice it runs perfectly fine. So now you understand when I say the print construct can handle more complex tasks than the echo construct. So that is pretty much the whole idea behind it. This is just the basics. Don't worry about this operator, we'll still talk about it more in coming tutorials. So that pretty much sums up the difference between the echo and the print construct. I would advise that you stick with echo until you reach a particular point, an advanced level, when you fully understand how the print construct works. Finally, we are moving on to functions. In the next video tutorial, we will learn what functions are and how to create your own functions in PHP.